Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I'm an alcoholic, and today I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I could not be any more grateful. We have our Crosstalk Friday meeting tonight, 7 o'clock, 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington. If you are local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, come on down and hang out with a group of like-minded drunks and drug addicts just sitting around talking shop. Very laid back, very informal. It's truly just a group of people. We just sit around and talk. That's it. That's all it is. So very laid back and relaxed, very informal. 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington, West Virginia, tonight at 7 o'clock, our Crosstalk Friday. I was in a meeting last night, and the topic was acceptance, and I started sharing. Towards the end of the meeting, I started sharing, and something hit me. I was like, wait a minute, it was enough of a conundrum, if you will, that I wanted to share today on this monologue. Acceptance is incredibly important because for two reasons. One, because we have to practice it every day, whenever we're getting clean and sober and we're trying to work on ourselves. But there's a historical significance to acceptance as well. And in my case, whenever I was drinking, whenever I was out in the madness, all I ever wanted was to feel accepted. I just wanted to fit in. I just wanted to be part of the cool kids club. Would be part of the clique, right? That's all I ever wanted. And I always felt like I was never accepted. Well, no wonder I felt like I was never accepted, because I never practiced acceptance myself. See, I was taught early on, whenever I came back into recovery, I was taught that I can't control what other people do, say, or think. I just can't do it. I wish I could, but I can't. And that's where, as we have the serenity prayer, I have to learn to accept the things that I cannot change. And so it was very tough at first. But it started making sense when I was looking back at it through a historical lens. No wonder I wanted to fit in. No wonder I wanted to be part of the cool kids club. I just wanted to be accepted, and I couldn't be accepted because I didn't know how to practice acceptance. Now, when we look at it through today's lens and through the future's lens, if you will, we got to remember a couple things. First and foremost, the big book is very clear. Bill Wilson writes, due to our own self-imposed problems. Our self-imposed problems. Where are these self-imposed problems come from? Well, they come from us not accepting things. Let me ask you this. What happens if we don't accept something? What happens if we don't have acceptance? Well, for me, in my case, I start drinking again. Period. I've proven that time and again. Whenever I start trying to control what other people do, say, or think, I start drinking again. Whenever I don't have acceptance, I start seeking acceptance on a subconscious level, right? And I start drinking again. And basically, what does that look like? Well, whenever we don't accept something, we create problems, our own self-imposed problems, as the big book says. And these problems can start out really small. Remember this, though. Those small problems are small problems. Those small problems that we create simply by not accepting something. Those small problems are small problems. But for us, as alcoholics and drug addicts, man, we will make mountains out of molehills. So this small problem, all because I couldn't accept something, turns into a massive mountain. And then I start praying to God above, asking God to move mountains. And God's handing me a shovel and saying, you created this. It's a small mountain. It's a small molehill that you're acting like it's a mountain. You move it your damn self. I made a comment last night that my higher power has his own meetings up there in the sky. Wherever he's at, he has his own meeting rooms that he has to attend because of me. My higher power is probably an alcoholic, I assure you. So, but the point is, we create our own problems. We create our own pressures, our own stressors, if you will, all because we choose not to accept something. Now, I did point this out last night too, and I think it's worth noting. How are diamonds made? How are diamonds made? If my geology classes paid off, which I'm not sure they did, but from my understanding, diamonds are created in coal seams, right? They're highly pressurized rock. And so basically you have all this pressure building up and staying on top of this seam, if you will, for millennia, for thousands and thousands of years, what seemed like thousands and thousands of years. And so this ugly piece of coal turns into this really beautifully valuable and shiny looking diamond. And that could be God's way. When he hands us that shovel, we ask him to move these mountains, these mountains that we've created out of molehills. We ask him to move these mountains, and he hands us a shovel, and he says, move it your damn self. It could be God's way of fostering growth in us, allowing us to have that pressure placed onto us to take us from a piece of coal to a beautiful diamond. I want to encourage you and leave you with those words of encouragement today. And I also want to say thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I cannot be more appreciative. If you have a topic you'd like to hear discussed on these morning monologues, feel free to email it directly to me, Drew, D-R-E-W, at recoveryclassroom.org. We'll take a look at it, see what we can do. Again, we got our Crosstalk Friday meeting tonight, 7 o'clock, 5747 East Pea Ridge Road if you're local to Huntington, West Virginia area. Come on down and hang out with us. It's always a lot of fun. The quickest hour in recovery. So we'll be talking again soon. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.